Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take the privilege to invite Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Shashi Panja, Minister in Charge, Industry, Commerce and Enterprises, Women and Child Development and Social Welfare, Government of West Bengal, for her blessings and guidance for the development and growth of the plastic industry. Can we have a big round of applause for Madam? Madam requests me to say no more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you to her. She's just like a daughter to us. And she was going to give a bio on me. I said, you don't need to do that. Good evening to all. Thank you for this invitation, because today is basically the launch for the next year's huge, big, tremendous event, INT+, the exhibition. And we all are now aware of the dates of the venue, which appears to have become small for you. But this is the venue that we are offering, and this is the venue which you will have an exhibition, which you did also in 2022, I understand. Now, first of all, of course, thank you to Mr. Lalit Agarwal ji, the President of IPF. Thank you to Mr. Alok Tibrewal. He's also the chairman and in the National Advisory Board. Alok ji had come to my office, and I found that he was very passionate about Bengal, and I think today, even in his speech, it was very evident. Alok ji, your dedication is something which we appreciate. With me is Mr. Ashok Jadodia ji, the chairman, who spoke very well, but also placed a small demand. So this is just the beginning, but I appreciate this. Thank you for that wonderful, we saw the teasers, which was very well put together. Thank you to Mr. Amit Agarwal. Also the other guests in the dais, Shamlal Agarwal. And I think I missed out one name. Sudarshan Tawri. So dignitaries all on the dais and the captains in front of me. Wonderful audience. So as we understand, and it is very advantageous to be one of the last speakers, because most of it has been said. Most of it has been said, and we are very, I think you, me, we are all very happy to be here in Bengal. I like that two-liner very much, that the future is East and the future is plastic. That's also very short, crisp and very attractive, to the point. That's well done. And also you have showcased, which you are going to showcase all over India, and that is how Bengal is at an advantage. You have shown the industrial corridors, which was 3 in number, which you can increase that number to 5. That is how we are putting the industrial corridors in place. You have shown also the strategic locations. You have shown the ports, the airports. I mean, we could have done much more beyond Damdam Airport and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Airport and Siliguri Airport, the Bagdogra Airport. There are 3 or 4 more. It is thus that the dialogue with the government of India falls short of being satisfactory. So there are avenues that we will work for. There are 3-4 more airports, like in Balurghat, in Chhara, in Malda. So these are in Cooch Behar, the one which has started. So these are smaller airports for better connectivity. You have also mentioned, we have been discussing them, as each one spoke, we were discussing that what is it that you find is a challenge in Bengal. So, you know, we are always apprehensive because we want you to do better. We want to do better for you. So it is a two-way traffic. We want to help you out. So it is not the challenge which none of us, I was sharing the dais with all dignitaries, all members of the IPF. None of them really complained to me. Rather, the focus is much, which I understand is because of your logistics, that you would prefer places near Howrah, North 24 Parganas, South 24 Parganas, at the best Hooghly. So this is understandably so that you are closer to the capital of the state, closer to Kolkata, easy logistics, at least viable logistics and viability of the entire plastic industry. Having said that, we will continue to work on this, because there can be private acquisition of the land for which you make the parks, which we were saying that whether you are coming under availing the MSME schemes of Bangla Sri, etc., which is an incentive scheme for the MSME enterprise. Again, in the heavy industry or the larger industry, we do not have any subsidy schemes at this moment. But I don't think you need it, because subsidy comes in various forms. There are challenges in other states too, who apparently declare a huge subsidies, but we have been in dialogue with a few more investors who do say that things are easier in Bengal, and Bengal does mean business. This is true. It is just as a comparative, the behavior of various states vis-a-vis to investment. So we found that like power, water, and also the availability now of land is there. Of course it is there, because we are capitalizing on the fact that we know that government has no business to be in business. This is very well understood and very well accepted. So the business is by the private entrepreneur who looks for land. And we have been very candid and very frank when we have identified erstwhile closed PSU units closed for years. So those lands are being looked at, because they were always on government lands, usually on government lands. Those are all being looked into, they have been resumed, they are being put together, looking at the category of the industry, which is orange, red or green, looking at what would be a green field, or to use the existing infrastructure present, because there was a PSU which may have shut down, like you have chemicals or other in Durgapur, but then that is so far that you wouldn't go away. But then we are putting the entire, our Honorable Chief Minister has instructed that we pull the entire, wherever the closed PSUs are, wherever there are such closed units, but the land belongs to the government. These all are coming together. There's an inventory, we are working on it. And when we, Honorable Chief Minister has discussed about these corridors, even these corridors, the stretch, like you have mentioned, the corridors will now stretch up till even North Bengal. And along these corridors, which is alongside the national highways, including a portion of the state highways, identification of all existing nodes. Maybe there are open factories, maybe there are open MSME units, maybe there are larger units, maybe there is an ITC park, there may be an IITC park, whatever which is there. And alongside, when we work to continue to map, we also continue to identify an unused land, etc. So this is how we are working with the corridors. So you will have a very clear map of what is available, what is along which route. So that is how lucid the thought of our Honorable Chief Minister is. Another very big focus, because when we talk about plastics, and it has been mentioned today too, and I could just add on further, because you have had a wonderful statistics that you have all mentioned, that basically the plastic industries is growing and growing very fast all over India. And I think we are the third largest in the world too, contributing to the global plastics. And probably there is almost a 23-fold increase even in the consumption between 1990 to 2021. So COVID is a threshold, of course. When COVID occurred in 2021, that being a threshold, there are some data which has got arrested, official data, but then data, you have spoken about a lot of data, and that India accounts for approximately 6% or more of the global plastic use after China and USA. There is a projected plastics consumption in 2060, which could be more than 160 million metric tons. Now it is like, I mean, you know it all, but this is the huge consumption that we are talking about. We feel proud that Bengal is working in that direction to assist you, to guide you, to help you. So as you have spoken about MSMEs, I don't want to elaborate, because even I have that the major contributor to the MSME sector, the plastic industry holds significant importance in our state's economy. And approximately more than 5,000 units are producing end-to-end polymer products, which is almost worth more than 30,000 crores annually. And there is we were also discussing of a poly park which is now coming up in Uluperia. The small gleesh is there which will be cleared out soon, and that West Bengal would be emerging as a major hub for export-oriented plastic units in the financial year 2023-24. We exported plastics worth more than 2,500 crores. I think you have a higher figure showcasing our industry's competitiveness. So all said and done, we are now talking about, I mean, you have a problem in hand or a challenge in hand about sustainability issues, environmental issues, plastic. When we talk about the plastic waste management, the recycling, there are plastic recycling companies, and we have moved forward, like we have our PET bottles, the PET bottles or the BOPET bottles, and the use of this technology, we are going ahead. And, you know, trying to discard use of plastics, which comes very easily, you know, this question comes very easily. How many microns, how many microns? Now you have, I think, if I'm not wrong, the laws are in place, which is called the Amended Plastic Waste Management Rules 2024, which prohibits the sale of plastic raw materials, that is polymers, to unregistered units engaged in manufacturing of finished products, and the ban of single-use plastic. This has been now done. So, you know, when we were young, we played with those ice cream sticks or the balloon sticks. I think this single-use plastic is going to affect all those single-use which were in these ice cream sticks or the balloon sticks, the flags, even the earbuds, which is again something which I understand is going to be phased out, if not already done, phasing out of these. And under the new plastic waste management rules, India will implement mandatory norms for recycling and reuse of the plastic content for producers, importer, brand owners of plastic packaging, excluding MSMEs, of course, in a phased manner, financial year 24-25. So these are challenges, of course, but we have to abide by it. I was just mentioning that just even in the heavy industry sector, the use of coal still cannot be restricted. We are trying to reduce the carbon footprint all over the world. The entire universe seems to be talking about reducing carbon footprint, etc. But you can still see the use of coal, or, you know, the huge manufacturing that is happening in cement and otherwise, steel, etc. This is continuing. So much as that you focus on the carbon footprint reduction in a heavy sector, similarly, you also have your similar challenges to how to handle your plastic wastes and how to recycle them. I understand that the new rules will impact even the FMCGs like Nestle, Britannia, Colgate, but consumer companies on average spend almost 5 to 8% of revenue on packaging. So packaging, which relies again very heavily on plastics. So it's I wouldn't say it's a double-edged sword. It's a catch-22 situation sometimes. You cannot dispense with the plastic, but again, with the rules and regulations in place, you have to be careful, because it is for the society, it is for the environment. Plastic recycler companies have been coming up, which can provide solutions for the recycling. The use of the carry bags must be more than above 75 microns, I understand. So that has to be increased from 75 to maybe even 100 microns. So things that we can talk about. I think, in fact, when we have the exhibition next year, these are also topics that will be deliberated upon. But all having said that, we from the government support the growth of this sector through the Bangla Shri incentive scheme, which is a very comprehensive policy. And I think this provides almost like 15 to 60% of the capital subsidy for the manufacturing MSMEs. Plastics is also part of it. It also provides 25 to 75% of interest subsidy on loan up to 5 years, and 50 to 100% of the electricity duty waiver up to 5 to 10 years. Now that is something which we cannot do in the heavy industry sector. And Didi has formed this policy, the Bangla Shri initiative which she has taken, to set up, to provide these fiscal incentives and to encourage further entrepreneurship. I really hate to repeat, because I'm so happy to see the awareness amongst all the speakers, the awareness about what Bengal is doing, the awareness of how Bengal is assisting. And I know there is a challenge that we face. There is a lot of perception issues. We have spoken about it. I think we have faced this. We are facing it. But much as to say that we have even this year we have had a wonderful electoral, I would say, support from in the recently concluded elections in Bengal. So that speaks a lot for our leader, for our Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, that her efforts are extremely genuine and truly for the improvement of Bengal. She has always spoken of inclusiveness. That is something which is there, that nobody should be left behind. Now this is the policy of the government when you look at inclusivity. So you have social welfare programs. This is a huge investment which the government does. So also we keep telling that even the plastic industry is doing so well in Bengal. Maybe we should speak much more about this. Maybe we should talk more about this, because you as captains of the plastic industry will be the ambassadors for Bengal. You will speak about it. So we will have in 2025 the conference or the Federation exhibition in Vishwa Bangla Prangan, but when you again have it in different states of the country, in different cities, let us dwell on the success stories of the exhibition and the plastic industry, the thrust that you have received in Bengal. We depend a lot on your words when you go beyond the state. I think that is very important. I will be there again in the exhibition next year, subject to invitation, which I expect is coming my way, and dignitaries, and I don't know, they are planning big. They all want the Honorable Chief Minister to be there and nothing like it. So that is something that they would handle. But we look forward for the exhibition, the huge event next year. Let it go bigger, because meanwhile you will have further discussions. Now, regarding the venue, I think when you showed the small teaser also about Bengal, look at the huge boost which has been given to the infrastructure, because there has been a huge dedicatedly allocation of funds to the PWD for the infrastructure improvement. So that is something which is taken, and all across Bengal, as I said, it is not only centered to the capital, but otherwise too. So that difference people notice, especially when they come to Kolkata or to Bengal after a gap of maybe few months or few years. So there's a huge boost to the infrastructure. So let's take this forward and let's enjoy the experience in Bengal. Come, let's engage with Bengal. Thank you, and wish you best of luck for the forthcoming exhibition in 2025.